New message tonight from county sheriffs across our state to the man at the helm of Minnesota's prisons. Step down. Today, the Minnesota Sheriff's Association sharing a vote of no confidence in Department of Corrections Commissioner Paul Schnell. Raya Katene joins us with the details and how the DOC is responding tonight. The DOC, I should say, is responding tonight.
Well, Carla, this vote of no confidence came exactly 2 weeks ago during the Minnesota Sheriff's Association's annual winter conference. The association's attorney tells me there's a lack of trust between the state's sheriffs and DOC leadership. Meanwhile, a spokesperson for the DOC says while they've always cooperated in good faith with the association, their relationship took a turn when new leadership was appointed by President Trump.
Founded well over a century ago, the Minnesota Sheriff's Association represents the state's 87 elected county sheriffs, many of whom voted this month in support of a resolution calling on the Department of Corrections Commissioner Paul Schnell to resign or be fired by the governor.
So we had, I think, about 72 or 3 sheriffs out of the 87 who voted to support this resolution. And believe me, this is not something that the sheriffs of Minnesota did lightly. In my many years as their lawyer, they have never taken an action like this before.
Attorney Richard Hodgson represents the Minnesota Sheriff's Association and says efforts to cooperate with the DOC and commissioner have failed over the past few years.
The sheriffs as a collective group have no confidence that this commissioner will treat counties fairly, will listen to their concerns, will work in a cooperative venture.
The association claims arbitrary decisions by the DOC are costing taxpayers millions of dollars, including money spent to transport and board inmates during short-term reductions in bed capacities at multiple jails. Last year, the DOC placed the Hennepin County Adult Detention Center's license on conditional status, ordering the jail to reduce its inmate population by more than 200, citing a failure to provide adequate well-being checks and staffing challenges.
We need cooperation. We don't need enemies between the state and local government.
Schnell has served as the DOC commissioner since 2019. In a statement, the DOC says in part it categorically rejects the claim that its actions are arbitrary or unsupported by law, adding that it has previously worked in good faith with prior MSA leadership, but that, quote, unfortunately, that level of constructive participation has not occurred under the current Trump-appointed leadership at MSA, despite sustained outreach and repeated attempts to meaningfully engage as partners in public safety.
I also reached out to the governor's office today. They tell me the governor remains confident in Commissioner Schnell's leadership and continues to encourage good faith engagement to address any concerns. Carla.
A lot of perspectives there, and certainly we haven't heard the last of it. Thank you so much, Raya. I appreciate